foi só grão de cristal.
Do nada eu fico chique, os parça implique, cama e plant, pensam pra subir. Devo nada pra ninguém, irmão, hein?
Hello everyone, my name is Abdallah and today I'm gonna show you how to bypass a Windows password without leaving a trace. I'm gonna demonstrate how to do that in very simple way with very simple tools and okay, let's go on. So if you got stuck in this screen, you forgot your password or whatever happened, I'm gonna show you a very simple trick how to bypass it through this thing, ease of access, which is some tools created by Microsoft to make it easier for the people who suffer from disabilities or suffer from some diseases, to make it easier for them to access to the computer. So what we're gonna do is we will try to use a kind of backdoor to get an administrator access to override this encryption. So all what you need is a Windows DVD installation and your previous knowledge how to configure the boot sequence or the boot order, or at least if you know the shortcut or the hotkey how to boot from your CD directly. Most of the time you'll find in the first screen like press F12 for booting, press F9 or escape or whatever your like your desktop or laptop vendor says. Probably just try to review your documentation to know how to configure your boot order. So right now we need you to insert a DVD in your computer and try to boot from it. So as we said before, just a regular installation DVD. You can use, like, even if you got Windows 8, you can use Windows Vista, you can use Windows 7, 8 or 10. Like, all of them is gonna work. So let's begin. So I'm gonna reboot my computer right now. And press any key to boot from the DVD. Okay, it didn't work. Hold on, I didn't press the keys on time. I'm working on virtual machines. This is why it takes so long to work. So any copy of Windows DVD have something called Windows Recovery Environment, Windows RE, which is right now in the modern Windows versions it's already attached on the hard drive. If you found like a separated drive on your computer, this is most of the time for recovery environment purposes. So this is the first window of Windows setup, the installation DVD. So press next and repair your computer. The same thing is the exact on Windows Vista 7, 8 or 10. So go to troubleshoot, advanced option and command line. Okay, so right now we need to get access to the same CLR window, the command window on Windows, because this command window works only on this drive, which is the X drive. It's not our Windows drive. So if you got Windows 8, probably the second drive on your computer is your Windows drive, if you installed it by the right way. And because of the A and B drive is reserved for the floppy disk, so the second drive will be the D drive. So we will get to the D drive. So there is some commands will allow you to discover each partition what it have and what you can do with it. So to discover the D drive, to know this is the right one, we need to use the command dir, and as I did before, to switch between drives, just to write the letter of the drive and column and enter. So of course this is the Windows drive because it got program files, users and Windows. So what we need to do now to know the location of the command line and the ease of access, which is located on this directory, to switch between inside like the directories like cd change directory, and we need to get into cd Windows Windows directory and cd system32, and these kind of files is most of the time exe extensions. So all what you need to do, if you didn't memorize the same exact way that the name of the file, just write the command dir, and we need to get, if you need to get all the commands that begin with like have exe extensions, that dir star.exe, and we got a lot of files. So yeah, it may take long, but to make it easier for you, all what you need to do is to do this thing. We will copy the ease of access, we make a copy from it because we're gonna overwrite it. So all what you need to make like backup copy, it's called utilman.exe. We'll copy it I guess in the main directory, like for future need or something like that, if you need it in the future, if you need to fix it, some stuff like that. So the command copy works the same exact thing, like I will choose a copy, like copy the file name, and then I need to write the destination, which is you'll put it in the main directory of the drive, which is D, and we need to copy it to D drive. We'll put it back in Windows. Okay, so we have the file in the Windows directory. Okay, so or D drive directly. So don't forget the slash to make it correct. Right now we have a backup of the utilman, two backups actually right now. So what we need to do now is write the command to override this command. It's called cmd, and as you see here, this is the Windows recovery environment have like the minimum tools that you can use to fix any issue the computer. If the computer didn't work, probably you can use this this window to fix some stuff, or if you got missing files, you can use it to fix it. So what we need to do right now is we need to make a copy from the cmd files, but in our drive, to override the utilman files, which is the ease of access. So we will make a copy from cmd because we are already in system 32, directory, and we will need to override it. The destination will be utilman.exe, and press enter. We need to override utilman, yes. And yeah, so when we restart now, so what we gonna get is we will continue to Windows 8, of course. We'll be able to get direct access to administrator windows without it's not considered a backdoor, but it's a very simple trick to bypass Windows password. So as I showed you, ease of access, right now I have administrator access, and what we gonna do right now is we got a real access to the Windows directory. The reason why we got the C drive right now, not the D, because of in the configuration of the Windows itself, usually the first drive, which is the boot file, is the drive letter is removed for security purposes. So we will go back, and the way that we can use to overwrite this password is use the command netuser. Here is the way you will discover all the users on the computer. We got Abdallah, administrator, and Gast. So the administrator is by default is installed on the computer. So there is a way, like if I override Abdallah password, someone will notice this is happened on the computer and is not gonna let like he will take caution after that. So in very simple way, if I want to do it without leaving a notice, I can the administrator user, if I need to know more details, I just need to write the user name. It says here I need to maximize the screen for a little bit, so let's make it 120, and the height will be at least 50 to watch the screen in a better way. Okay, so again, okay, so as we see here, this is the information of the administrator. It has been it gives you a lot of information, and if we look at that line, it says account active. No, this account is deactivated. So simply we can active the account by very simple command, just netuser administrator /active, and yes, simply I already activated. I got the user administrator is activated, and I can log in without a password, and I can actually do a lot of things. If I want just to override, like I have a lot of information on this user, and I don't like a lot of bookmarks, a lot of files on desktop. Of course, I can access to it through the Windows Drive, see users and the Abdallah user, and I can get to the desktop fast. But if I want the easiest way, I just need to write netuser Abdallah, and then all what I need to do, like to write a new password, like for example 1 2 3 4 5 6, and enter. So I'm gonna use 1 2 3 4 5 6, and I already got access. Let's do it again. Like if I want to change the password again, netuser, and the password A B C D E F G, and here A B C D E F G, and yeah, as you see here. And no, I didn't press enter, sorry. NetTutor Abdallah A B C D E F G, A B C D E F G, and enter. The command completed successfully. A B C D E F G. Again, NetUser A B C D E. No, I always make something wrong. Let's make it just Abdallah. Okay. And the user is Abdallah and the password is Abdallah. I always get confused. Abdallah, as you see here, Abdallah, yeah, and enter, yeah. So if I want to log in without leaving a notice, as we said here, I want to get access without leaving a notice. So on in some secure computer, if you the administrator user already got a password, so it will be hard for you to hide your trace. But of course you can create a new user. Just write net user, the username that you need, like for example Muhammad, and your password, for example 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 / add, and yeah, so and enter. So right now I already got a new user called Muhammad, and if you see here we got this mark, it will show us administrator user and Muhammad. So the administrator user will give us access without a password, but of course it will take long to configure the new settings for it. And Muhammad the same thing, but for education purposes, like as I wrote here 1 2 3 4 5 6, and press submit. And this is here, hi, welcome to new we are setting up things for you, stuff like that. Let's see. So if someone discovered how did you that you got an access to the computer and you already replaced, he knows that you used the ease of access. So to hide your traces again, all what you need to do is to go back and to the command line, and as you see here we need to change the directory. Oh, we already in it. So all what you need to do to use the command copy, and you need to copy as you see here we have already multiple utilman but in different names, so multiple command lines in different names in the system 32 directory. So as we said here, we already made a copy on the C drive, which was the D drive before, and to make sure to go back to the main directory, just to press cd / change directory. The first we will get the root drive and dir to okay, we have an issue in this virtual machine, but as you see here we got our file over here. So it's called utilman, and what we need to do right now is replace the utilman, the real utilman, to the fake utilman right now in our system. So we'll get to cd windows cd systems 32, and we need to copy c utilman file .exe, and we need to place the fake one, which is already we are in the directory. So all what you need to do is just write utilman again, and as you see here this is the destination, this is the real file. So we write first the file that we need to copy, then the destination, and enter. system cannot find text number. Okay, so because we are working in a virtual machine, so we'll get some issues. Okay, but you will not get it like in real game. You will not get it in a real machine. So we will do it again, but we'll copy the one in Windows directory, Windows utilman .exe to cd Windows System 32 utilman.exe. Okay, so if you got an issue with this thing, how to cover your traces, like this one, we get just you need to try to access to any of the users. Okay, hopefully it's not gonna take long. Let's start. Okay, so as you see here, we need to use this file to cover. You need to get to here and cover our system 32. So we got two real files, this utilman, and we have another one over here. So we need to copy it, Control C and Control V. Replace the file destination. You need to perform this. You need to permission to perform this action because it says here probably like the utilman is read-only file. So we will use an advanced command to use this thing. We need to get administrator access. Right-click, command prompt. But probably, yeah, you won't gonna need to cover your trace, but this is to make it professional. So here I need to use I need to use this command to remove the read-only access to utilman files. So the read-only, I just need minus sign and the file name utilman.exe. Access denied. Okay, let's see over here, because when you get access to like the Windows recovery environment, there is no any kind of restriction access to you. We need to locate our file utilman. As you see here, it's fake utilman actually. So we need to get, as you see here, it's read only. So we need to change the permission of the administrator, and it's already encrypted somehow. So as you see here, we have read and execute. Okay, so we need to change the owner, and sorry, okay, advanced, fine now, and we need to get to what is my name, administrator, and get okay, and okay, and we already got it, and okay. So right now we will get the full control, and okay, so right now it's supposed to give us we'll go back to our main command, we need, as we said before, we need to cover our traces, so we need to copy our utilman file, utilman.exe to utilman. We already in the directory, so I see Windows System 32 .exe, and enter, and yes. So when we get back to here, everything, sorry, we already okay, so when we get back to the screen and try to get
Make your computer easy.
access, everything is fixed, your traces is covered, and of course it's a very simple way to remove the users or whatever you need to do. Just get to user account, because once you got like administrator access, you can do a lot of things, really. You can do a lot of manipulation. So you can change whether if your user account screen or the administrator access screen. Sorry, users. You can do whatever you want. Just we need to disable this user as it was, and remove Muhammad, and well, yeah, that's it. And there is another thing you need to know. If you were, for example, in a library or something like that, most of the time it doesn't work the same way. Most of the time it works like it's connected to a domain. So okay, so let's go back. We were at the point that if we need to bypass library password in that situation, or any computer connected to as a domain, let's say you already inserted the DVD or flash drive and you put it from, you got access to Windows runtime and you already copied and replaced the utilman file. So you can't, of course, you can't override the password, because if the computer connected to the domain, everything exists on a server. It's like it's kind of computer that you don't have a physical access to it. So the simple way to do that is to disconnect your computer from the server and make it a local computer. So as we're gonna see here, open the command prompt, and it gonna be like a long command. Okay, so here, if you want to disconnect the computer from the server, there is a very simple command. It's not very simple actually, but you can write it down and use it whenever you want. So WMIC computer system, where name equal whatever the computer name it is, and call join domain or work group, one sentence, and the new name will be whatever you want. MIK, and sorry, press enter, and condition, and join domain, or yeah, I made a mistake over here. I'm sorry. Yeah. just wait a couple of seconds, and yeah, so method execution is successful. So if you need to confirm, just go to this computer to know very well it's working, change, and MIC connected to work group, and yeah. So once you disconnected, of course you can add more users, whatever you want to do. You can repeat the same thing if you did understand what we did right now. So thanks for watching, and don't forget, as you know, like and share and subscribe if you think this thing is gonna help more people to know more about using command lines and how to bypass on this password.